Are you already familiar with Universal Audio's amazing line of plugins and emulations? If not, let's get started today and take a quick look at 4 of the plugins that are offered with their Apollo interfaces. Hello Internet, Chris Cline here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. And as we have just become a Universal Audio dealer, and we cut a video about a month ago covering the Apollo line of interfaces, their desktop interfaces, I wanted to give a quick introduction to some of the plugins that are offered with these interfaces. We all know that hardware is incredibly expensive, whether it comes from Universal Audio, or it's an old Teletronics piece, or Neve, or SSL, Fairchild, Pultec, the list goes on and on. But what about the plug-in emulations of these pieces of hardware, new and vintage pieces of hardware that Universal Audio has to offer? Considering that they actually, Bill Putnam, invented or improved a lot of this technology, well, it makes sense that the plug-in emulations that they offer are pretty exact as far as how they sound, how they feel, the sonic characteristics, impedance matching, EQ curves, you name it. And I want to talk about just 4 other plugins today that, again, come with the Apollo interfaces. The 4 plugins I want to talk about are the 610 Tube Preamp EQ, the Pultec, which includes the EQ P1A and the MEQ5, as well as the 1176, which is a FET compressor, classic compressor that you will see in almost every major recording studio, and the LA-2A, which is an optical tube compressor. It's my personal favorite hardware compressor in the whole world. So what we're going to do is, again, Cooper and I recorded a video, produced a video where he actually sang us a song, played guitar, sang, did his thing, did his Cooper thing, the way that he does so well. But when we produced that first video in post, we didn't add any plugins to the tracks. What you're hearing is the warm microphones. It was a FET 47 or the 47 Junior, the warm 87, going directly into the UA Apollo and hitting the preamplifiers with nothing else going on. We just wanted to hear the tone of the box and the preamps, and of course Cooper's beautiful playing and beautiful voice. Well, we're going to go ahead and flip that script a little bit, and I'm going to do a few passes of what we recorded before, but I'm going to apply these plugins, right? We're not going to listen to the entire passage. We're only going to listen to about 30 seconds. But I'm going to give you 4 passes with different combinations of the 4 plugins I just mentioned. The 610, the LA-2A, the 1176, and the Pultec. So let's take a listen to how these plugins sound. And we will tell you at the bottom in captioning what you're actually listening to, which plugins have been instantiated. You ready? Let's do this.
Talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited when you're that way. I've seen your face a time or 2, every time it seems so new, but nothing else can be that easy. Something's always gotta be mundane. I've been reading about the next best thing. Would you believe it's really all the same? I've heard that song time or 2. The words don't change, but the players do. When we talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited when you're that way. I've seen your face a time or 2, every time it seems so new, but nothing else can be that easy. Something's always gotta be mundane. I've been reading next best thing. Would you believe it's really all the same? I've heard that song time or two. The words don't change, but the players do. Talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited when you're that way. I've seen your face a time or two. Every time it seems so new, but nothing else can be that easy. Something's always gotta be mundane. I've been reading about the next best thing. Would you believe it's really all the same? I've heard that song time or two. The words don't change, but the players do. When we talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited when you're that way. I've seen your face a time or two. Every time it seems so new, but nothing else can be that easy. Something's always gotta be mundane. I've been reading about the next best thing. Would you believe it's really all the same? I've heard that song time or two. Talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited when you're that way. I've seen your face a time or two. Every time it seems so new, but nothing else can be that easy. Something's always gotta be mundane. I've been reading about the next best thing. Would you believe it's really all the same? I've heard that song time or two. The words don't.
So hopefully you're able to hear the difference between the original audio that we recorded and then what happens to the audio when we instantiate the plugins. Now, as I said in the beginning, hardware is really expensive. And these plugins, when you start compiling your library, amassing your library, these plugins, they become expensive too, but we're not talking $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 per unit, right? We're talking about anywhere from $49 to $199, and you can instantiate these plugins numerous times over your tracks. So if you want to have the sound of an LA-2A on the vocal and the guitar and on your kick drum and on the bass, you can do that. Where in the physical world, well, you've just purchased 4 LA-2As and you're now out about, I don't know, $16,000, right? So it's a very, very powerful platform, and there are a lot more plugins that Universal Audio offers. And we will cover those later, and we will do more robust recording sessions too, so you can hear what happens with drums, pre and post. And what I mean by pre and post is we record, you hear the tracks without any kind of processing, and then we add plugins, 1176 on the snare drum, and maybe a 160 VU from DBX on the kick, and so on and so forth. But we wanted to just give you an introduction as to what this world is, what it sounds like, and where you can take it. And we're gonna do more, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Once again, please comment down below. We wanna have a dialogue, a conversation with you. We wanna know, honestly, like, how would you like to hear these things being utilized in our videos? Maybe it's gonna take us to different avenues that we haven't thought about. We will also add this content to our SoundCloud page. Again, the link is down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We're gonna do more of these. The plugin library from Universal Audio is immense. It's gigantic, and they offer so many amazing emulations. They are my favorite emulations. I have 3 universal satellites at home that I use because I use the plugins extensively across my mixes. So we're gonna do more of this. So again, SoundCloud, comment, subscribe, tune back in later. This is right around the holidays, so happy holidays to everybody. Be safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you again next year. Thanks a lot.
When we talk like this, you feel like a stranger, but I get excited.